Small Town Big Art is a collaboration of the County of Maui, who had the foresight to see that the arts could be used as an instrument of revitalization for neighborhoods and building communities, of Hale Ho'ike Ike at the Bailey House, Maui Historical Society, who works to preserve and protect and perpetuate the history and culture of Maui, and Maui, a public art corps. And what Small Town Big Art does is pair professional artists that have applied to the program with community consultants to create public art works that celebrate the history, culture, and sense of place of Wailuku. We started with the core partners, with Dean Wong of Imua Family Services, who was able to take Bobby around the property where the artwork would live and really talk about the intentions of this place.
We're creating the Imua Discovery Garden, which is a place for children and for families and for children to connect and have relationship to each other and to the space and to this beautiful community and to the Wailuku district. And in that, art has a place in bringing people together and telling a story and bringing visions together and people together. So by collaborating with Small Town Big Art, we immediately gain an access, right, to not only the nation, but the world of artists around us that we could collaborate with. And I might add, you know, the Wailuku Wings is just the beginning.
I think the community consultants are what help each artist pull their blueprint away from their initial design and their personal response to what Wailuku is, what the history, culture, and sense of place of Wailuku is, and allows them to look at those things through the lens of the people that are of this place, that are of Wailuku. So it's really important to us that we find the right people to be at the table and really just support Bobby in his journey towards creating the design of what this will ultimately look like.
It's a mission of mine, of my own, to make sure that I do the historic research and the contemporary research with any project. And it's normally difficult to do that. And working with Small Town Big Art, it was actually a really amazing trip, the site visit, because I was like a kid in a candy shop. It was very much a wonderful experience to meet everybody, to take walks through the historic landscape with people whose ancestors were there, to take walks through the contemporary landscape and see how it's changed and how people are trying to preserve the history, not only the human history, but also the ecological history, which being on an island is very important. But it's also another thread that sort of connects my mission and my work with Small Town Big Art, the ecology.
Every indigenous community, and especially in Hawaii, the environment and the culture is one and the same. And so if you have a, I think, clear, thorough understanding of how the environment works, and in my perspective, like how everything in the forest works together, how all the plants and trees and organisms are all friends with each other, they're all there to keep each other alive, to keep each other happy and healthy. You know, that is how the culture works here, in that we are all organisms on this island. And in order to have the healthiest people, the healthiest environment, and just lives of everybody involved, we should all live how everything in the forest lives. You know, we're hugging all the time, making a nice place for all of our friends to live, to feed each other, to house each other, to sustain each other. Yeah, I think there's a lot of lessons that everybody can learn from life by seeing all the relationships of everything in the forest.
My mission in my work in the public is to sort of bring an expression for the community, right? Like, I'm a specialist in the visual vernacular. But the reward there is very much that you take this thing that was special to you for a moment and you give it back to the community that helped create it.
I'm seeing the children feel empowered. They're getting in front of this sculpture and they're looking up at it and their eyes are gigantic and they just are in awe of it. And that is, I think, the exact feeling that Imua was looking for. I'm seeing adults come and just be really playful with it. And upon closer inspection say, ooh, what is that? And seeing some of the watersheds, right? Bobby put a topographical map of the Ahupua'a of Wailuku in one of the wings. And some people are seeing that and asking questions about that. This is like a grassroots, organic, public art project. It's such an authentic moment of community building. And I can't believe the level of trust and engagement and respect and beauty that we're so lucky to be a part of.